I just heard that Chadwick Boseman died of cancer at 43. You can see this article on Microsoft News. The weird thing is, I was just doing a video about King David, and I always thought that the Black Panther was about Solomon. And I was working on that when I accidentally went to this page and saw this, and I'm kind of in shock. Like, wow. Well, anyway, this is from the Wrap. Chadwick Boseman, Black Panther star, dies of cancer at 43. Chadwick Boseman, the actor best known for playing Black Panther in 4 Marvel Cinematic Universe movies, died Friday of cancer, publicist Nikki Fioravante told the Associated Press. He was 43. And Boseman was diagnosed with colon cancer in 2016, his family said in a statement. A true fighter, Chadwick persevered through it all and brought you many of the films you'll come to love so much, his family said in a statement. From Marshall to The Five Bloods, August Wilson's, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, and several more, all were filmed during and between countless surgeries and chemotherapy. It was the honor of his career to bring King T'Challa to life in Black Panther. Before his star-making turn in Black Panther, Boseman played real-life historical black icons, Jackie Robinson in 42, James Brown in Get On Up, and Thurgood Marshall in Marshall. He made his debut as T'Challa Black Panther in 2016's Captain America Civil War. A standalone spin-off, Black Panther, followed in February 2018, followed by Avengers Infinity War in April 2018. His last big screen appearance as Black Panther was in 2019's Avengers Endgame. Black Panther 2 was slated for a 2022 release date. Boseman was born on November 29, 1977, in Anderson, South Carolina. My condolences to his family and friends, and I can imagine that they are in shock because I'm in shock. Now, I don't follow stars very much anymore, so I never even saw Captain America. The first time I saw him was as James Brown. But it seems to me that as soon as he started playing T'Challa is when the cancer came. I don't know, maybe not, but I don't know. It kind of looks like that. Like it could be kind of correlation is not causation, but it is something to look at. And I know that people are going to be looking at this and saying sacrifice. Every major movie generally, I think, has somebody die, and Black Panther was a very, very major movie. So to me it is shocking that so many celebrities are dying so quickly. And I cannot understand how someone now I know that people don't do their own stunt work, but when I think about the things he did in the Black Panther movie, or things that it looked like he did, and the fact that he doesn't even look 43. Now, I'm old enough, so 43 is a young age, but when I saw Black Panther, I thought maybe he was 24 or 25. So when they said 40, I was like, you're kidding. So this is just, when I was coming up, it seemed that if you became a movie star, you had it made. Your life was going to be easy peasy. You were going to live to be at least 80 or 90. And you didn't have to worry about paying bills anymore. People were automatically going to like you because they saw you on the screen, so they were going to defer to you. Things were just going to be easy. But that does not seem to be the case anymore. And it doesn't seem to matter much. Like as a female, you are concerned about getting old. But, the older you get, the closer you figure you are to death. But that doesn't even seem to be the case anymore either. At every age, you might want to be concerned about how much time do I have left. So looking at someone, especially someone who looks so much like they're in their prime, this is just really, really hard to even fathom. So, like I said, he reminded me of Solomon and the Black Panther. Like I said, I didn't even see the other. I mean, I'm just now learning that there was something about a Black Panther before that movie. So I had no idea there even was one. So I think I will look it up now. But the thing is, it seems to coincide with 2016 when he started playing the Black Panther. And to me, the Black Panther seemed to have a whole lot to do with Israel under King Solomon. And because if you look at the Black Panther, even though there were people who were doing exceptionally well with their, heart-shaped herb and vibranium, there were other people who still living a very rural existence, I think. I don't know. But in any case, again, my condolences to the family. And I think that people might want to think hard before they even consider becoming an actor. Because it's not the cakewalk it might have seemed to have been. And I always remember my brother telling my mom that my brother was a musician. And my mom asked him how come he didn't become as famous as the guy he trained. And I remember I was walking through and I overheard him say, "Mom, you just don't know what you have to do. You just don't know." Well, I think that whatever sacrifices you have to have that kind of fame and fortune, is it really worth it? I mean, 43. There are people living really poor, destitute lives who live longer than that. And the fact that, now I once I didn't work in the nursing home, but I had to visit nursing homes and interview people to determine whether or not they could be self-sufficient. And I remember I would look at people and it would be like, wait a minute, they said you're 65, but you look like you're 40. And they would not look their age, but they would have these diagnoses that said that they were really, really sick. And this reminds me of it because, like I said, when I saw the Black Panther, I thought he was maybe 24, 25, something like that. So when I read he's 40, I thought, well, this man must take extraordinarily good care of himself. He must be in optimal good health, especially when I saw the stunts that were done. Now, I know he probably didn't do them, but still, he was somewhere involved. And it's hard for me to even fathom that somebody who has a cancer diagnosis is able to make 4 movies. That's just strange. But we live in a very strange time. And like I said, when I was in high school, I wanted to be an actress. But fortunately, I was too shy to go on. I know that sounds crazy. I was too shy to go on auditions. So, of course, you can't go anywhere. I did go on one, I think, or something like that. But other things got in the way. And maybe that was for the best. Because, like I said, people working normal, regular 9-to-5s, worrying about how they're going to make ends meet and not getting the kind of admiration or celebration when they show up places. Now they are living longer than the celebrities. So, I know I used to make a lot of videos about did people sell their souls. Now, it is my opinion, and only my opinion, that pretty much everybody who you see on television or in movies has sold their souls. And, you know, like I said, I cast a wide net and think all of them probably did, or they just aren't going to get very far. But the thing is, nowadays, and I'm not saying he did, I didn't know him. All I knew about him was that I saw him play James Brown. And I thought that he was an odd choice for James Brown, but that's another story. And, when I looked at the Black Panther, I really liked Killmonger. I thought I can kind of understand him. But I did know that they had I do believe that life has a framework, that things are not as chaotic as you may think, that we're all following certain templates for us, so to say. And I don't believe astrology predicts the future. I think that it illustrates your life. I think it just tells you, I think it illustrates that the Heavenly Father knows us so well. He knew even before we got here what we were going to do, what we were going to be like, what we were going to look like, how long we would even be here. So I think that astrology just shows you the Heavenly Father's knowledge, His strength. And in a way, it can give you the feeling of you can definitely rely on Him, because He's got it all under control. Well, I noticed when I saw the Black Panther that they got a Sagittarius to play him, because Chadwick Boseman was a Sagittarius. And the thing about Sagittarius is that they make things bigger. They expand things. And that is another reason why he reminded me so much of Solomon, because Solomon was the richest man on earth. And if you looked at the Black Panther, it wasn't so much that they showed you he was rich, but that they showed you his whole nation. At least the people in the upper echelon were extremely rich. So, I saw another news broadcast where they talked about Mr. Boseman, but they didn't even mention the Black Panther. Now, this was a non-black commentator, and maybe that's why. But I don't think anything's accidental. And ever since Harold Washington died, I kind of wonder what happens to people, why certain things happen. But, this is a terrifying, in a way, it just seems very terrifying to me that this person who made this film that black people were crossing their arms to and wearing African garb to has now passed at this extremely young age. And also, looking at him, like I said, the man looks 24, 25. How could he make 4 films when he's got a cancer diagnosis hanging over his head? And that diagnosis came once he started playing the Black Panther. Was there something, was it like cursed? I don't know. I'm still in shock. So I can imagine how his friends and family feel. So, again, and for the final time, my condolences to his friends and family, and to the fans who might be looking like me. Well, I wasn't a fan or not a fan. I don't really believe in being fans of anything because it's short for fanatic. But I did think that he had a bright, long future, and for it to end this quick, and for him to have played the character that brought black people so much pride and hope, for him to pass so suddenly is in the year 2020, which we have been looking at as a year when things were going to happen. I think it's probably not coincidental, but it could be. So I really think everybody say your prayers Thank the Heavenly Father for every breath you take. If there's anybody you love out there, when you get the opportunity, hug them and tell them you love them. And hopefully they'll do the same for you. And you guys, be very, 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 very prayerful.